Right now, I went away for a little while because we've been trying to get this camera set up so you can see the whole of the deck. So that's how it's looking at the moment with this wooden deck on there. I'm trying to get it so you can see the entire deck instead of just partly. So what it's doing is it's fitting to a point. It's not fitting properly because there's loads of little bits under here that are stopping it. So the next job we need to do is take all these bits out so we can get it to roughly go in. But that's not looking too bad. I mean, actually, I don't like all the gaps. As I've said before, let me see if I can switch that camera around a bit. I'm not particularly enamoured with all the gaps in it. But that's not looking too bad actually. To be fair, it is a rather nice deck. I don't know whether you need to glue it in place in situ here or on the model. I mean, it goes to the edge of the deck, so it's not going to make any odds. It's not like it's overlapping the deck. So when it's on the ship, it's not like it's overlapping. It is a nice looking deck, I'll give him that. But it won't press down, I can't get it flat because of all these bits. But it gives you a rough idea of what it's going to look like. And of course there's other bits, there's a bit of deck in there. That's the anchor, so there won't be anything there. So what we might do next is maybe have a look at the stern deck. Get the stern on, or roughly on, and then we can get a rough idea of how it's going to look in its entirety. And so on here, we've got various bits here for various other parts of the deck. You've also got this bit here, look. So let's move that out of the way for now. Now that bit that fits in there, which is just silly. Let's move that out of the way, you can still see it. So here, this bit here, right, so this bit comes off and goes there. I suppose that's one way of doing it. Would have been nice if this was just on the entire deck in one piece. Now there's quite a few bits to come off of here. Now I know that on the instruction summary it tells you to take some bits off of the stern. And you'd have to, because they certainly aren't there on the, once you come to the stern, these bits here. So that bit is there, that bit is presumably that. So these two bits here don't exist. They have to come off. The rest of it I think stays. So before we start taking all the bits off of that, maybe we should, let's have a look. You see, it'd be nice to see this deck in place as well. This is all other parts of the deck. That's got nothing to do with this. So that means that this, let's see if we can get that out. That's actually better to cut out. I had it on a plastic piece first, try if it's solid. That's actually a better way of cutting it out. in, and you've got these bits here, and you've got this here. I'm not quite sure what that is. But certainly that's following the lines, so come out your way. Where's the line gone? Where's the bloody line gone? What the hell are you cutting out here? Right, I should be cutting this bit out here. I hope that. I hope I've not cut through anything there now. I don't think I have, but bit of a bugger if I've cut through something, isn't it? So this, there's got to be something to do with another bit of the deck, so this will go in. I'll cut that out properly later on. This will fit in there. That's going to overlap by a bit, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, this is going to be interesting. So that is going to fit in there like that. Presumably back here. Okay, this is going to be really interesting, this. See how this works. So what we need to do is cut this deck out. So we can see what we're actually doing, what we're up against. Let's put this away in here, because I don't know what them bits are for. They're obviously for bits, and I think they're for bits, obviously on the other bits of decking, on the superstructures. So that's the front bit, we'll do that bit last. So first off, let's get this off. So this is presumably here. Right, must remember that in future, that it's easier to cut the bits out on the table than on the hard bit of plastic I had it on. I'll feed the dog in a minute because she must be getting hungry. I could do a cup of tea myself as well. Cup of char. So let's get this down here. Right, now, so let's see if we can cut the deck out first. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I hope you don't mind watching videos like this. I'm not a fast worker, and I know that, like you say, I remember quite a while back, I can't remember the video, somebody was doing a video, similar sort of thing, they were setting a deck up. They made it look adorable. And somebody had said, oh, how did you manage to do that? And got all that, and they did it in like, the video was about, I think about 40 or 50 minutes. Wasn't exactly the longest video in the world. And it, you see there's a bit there. Watch this, because that's for the bow. I still don't understand this bit of cutting through that and leaving that bit there. Well, this it cuts out easier. Now what have we got? I nearly twigged. I nearly threw that away then. And I nearly lobbed that. Oh, you silly nitwit. That's that would have knocked the whole thing up in it, because this is for the bow. So let's put that back in there. So this is only rough, obviously. You can't see what I'm doing really because of this. Oh, you nitwit. Right, now so this is going to be up there like that. But we need to cut all the bits out of it before it will fit in here, even close to fitting. That's the front of the bow that I nearly threw away. Let me get the big bit out. Once we get these big bits out, we can see what we're doing. There's a lot of, I want to do this, it's 9 minutes. I want to do this and get this deck, well, not fitted, but you know, I want to get it in place roughly so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. Right, so that's come out fairly well. Right, let's hide stuff before I lose it. Let's put this to one side before I lose it. We'll come to that later. This is all rubbish. It's almost worth keeping that in case you do have any gaps that you want to get rid of. And you can actually cut it out and use it. Let's put that to one side before I cut myself on it. So this won't work at super duper at the moment. So we're up here. So this will now fit on there like that. Although to be fair, that's a bit weird. Because once that comes in there, I suppose they might marry up. Yeah, okay. So we need to cut all the little bits out, you see that? So if that bit fits in there and then them bits don't fit there. So that's not a very good fit, is it? This is where it starts to get really silly. And where it just doesn't, see that's not, so that marries up there, but not there. I'm not sure where that should marry up. You see, here before it would have been there. Because that carries on that, but then that would be out of place. That goes in there, but now it doesn't carry that bit round. But you can get a rough idea. So that gives you, we'll cut all these bits out and get it, see if we can get it flat on. So that gives you a rough idea of what the wooden deck looks like. So that's not too bad, I suppose. I'm just trying to alter that camera. It's at a certain height at the moment. I'm trying to get it high enough so I can fit the entire deck in place. So that's, I mean, it looks a bit weird at the moment because of the light levels in the room, unfortunately. But that's not, I suppose that's too bad. You know, messed that up. It's a shame I messed that up. That's how it should fit. Oh, you can't really tell the difference, but I'm still not sure about all them gaps. But that gives you an idea. Actually, that was really nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Got to make a decision now whether to lay that deck in place. Because I'm going to have to cut all these bits out for it to fit. So I reckon I can maybe get it fitting. Trying to get that camera better, but the light levels won't let it. So I reckon we need to now, the next job, now that the cameras are high up, I think I'll fit all the front of the little bow in now. fell off, it's down the bottom there. So that's like that. Pardon me. I didn't mean to do that. So that's like that. All this bit needs all these little bits cut out of it first. So it's not going to look too bad, I suppose. And once this bit here is for the front of the deck, once this is cut out. So I suppose that actually looks quite impressive. I might just keep that like that. Let me put my shirt back on. Say hello to everybody.